afternoon, everybody. My name is Jake, and I'm here with the Car Buying Center in St. Louis Park, Minnesota, today showing off this 2015 Audi RS7 sedan. And it is an incredible car, especially for the price that we have it at. Now, this vehicle specifically, as you may know, has the 4-liter twin-turbo V8 produced by Audi. It makes about 560 horsepower, 520 foot-pounds of torque, and it sends all of that power to 4 wheels using the brilliant Quattro system that we have all come to know and love. Now, the really special thing about this sedan is that it has the dynamic package, which gives you the active sport exhaust that removes the air suspension to give you a bit more weight savings, help you get off the line a little bit quicker, stiffen up that suspension a bit. And then it also has the red painted brake calipers, which, as far as I'm concerned, are obviously the most important out of all the features that I just named on this list, because if you don't have red brake calipers, what are you doing with your life, right? The other package that this car has is a great feature for daily driving. It's called the Driver Assist Plus package, which gives you adaptive cruise control with stop and go assist, which helps you in rush hour traffic. And it also helps just keep you set distance from the vehicle in front of you, so you don't have to worry about, tailgating anybody, rear-ending anybody, if you get distracted on the road, anything of that nature. So it really is nice to have that guardian angel, especially in a vehicle of this caliber where it can move so fast, so quick. Speaking of moving fast, very quick, this vehicle does 0 to 60 in the sub 3-second time, and it really does feel that way. I mean, with some of these bigger sedans nowadays, they almost lack a sense of speed in the sense that they feel so big and so heavy. This vehicle is not one of them. This one just rockets you off the line as soon as you put your foot down, and it does not get tiring, to say the least. And while we're at the stoplight here, I'll talk about some of the features of this vehicle specifically. This one has about 69,200 miles on it, so it still has plenty of life left in it for the next owner to enjoy for years to come. As mentioned, we do have Quattro with this, so even if you live in the Midwest like we do, you can still enjoy this in the winter time, even though, as I'm sure you can tell, we're having a pretty mild winter out there. But it is really an incredible value for what we're offering it for, which is about $42,000. And $42,000 is a steal, considering that this car, when it was brand new, was $106,000. Now, $106,000 back then got you a couple of packages, including the dynamic package, as I mentioned earlier, which gives you that active sport exhaust, as well as the air suspension delete as well, which some people didn't enjoy because they liked having that plusher ride. I personally think that it's a great feature to have because I am one that enjoys having a bit of a sportier ride and feeling more of the road underneath me, and this car does just that. Now, speaking of open roads and handling in general, this thing does absolutely amazing around twisty corners as well, which is surprisingly actually where I think it shines. Considering it's a big, heavy, super sport sedan, I think it takes these corners with so much ease. It really does surprise me just how impeccable the steering feel on this car is and how lightweight and dynamic it feels. Now, I do have this car in comfort mode right now, but if I toss it over into dynamic mode, which I'm going to do right now, you feel that steering tighten up a little bit, the throttle gets touchier, the exhaust valves open to let out the sound of that beautiful 4-liter V8, and it is just an incredible drive overall. Now that we're sitting still inside of this RS7, I wanted to talk a bit more about the interior of the car, because although the exterior is absolutely gorgeous, this is not something to be looked past either. We get the carbon fiber inlays on the inside of this car, that beautiful leather-wrapped Audi Sport steering wheel, and then also the touchscreen, which I usually don't mention in cars of this age because technology starts to look so dated so quickly. But the thing that I really like about this car is that at the push of a button, that touchscreen can sync back into the center console area, not to be seen, to kind of not interrupt the timelessness of the interior of this vehicle. Now, one of my other favorite things about the interior of this car is the combination of analog and digital, because you get the best of both worlds in reality. You have the analog speedometer, the analog tachometer, and then you also have an LED display in the center, which gives you tons of information. You can have your navigation pop up there, you can have your phone calls there, radio, whatever you might want it to be, or you can have the speedometer just to make sure that you're, staying somewhat within the speed limit, although it is hard to do in this car, I will admit. Another beautiful thing about this car is the heads-up display. The heads-up display is super cool, gives you a quick glance at how fast you're going, And you can also customize it a little bit to show some other things as well. So you stay more focused on the road, therefore improving safety of yourself and others as well. Well, that just about wraps up this video. I just wanted to take you for a quick tour of this 2015 Audi RS7 that we now have available in our inventory. If this is something you'd be interested in taking a look at, please let us know. I will put a link in the description below. Thanks so much, everyone. Leave us a comment if you have any suggestions for future videos. But as always, we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.